Okay, starting on our child's pose today. Come on down. Take your time singing into it. It may take a few moments for it to feel relaxing, especially if your low back is kind of holding you up. So in that case, if your low back isn't quite ready to let go, you can stack your forearms and just rest your forehead on there. Or you can try just taking your knees wider. So find a way to relax into it. Allow your breath to make some extra space in the back of your body, in the front. And with your inhales, fill your low back and the spaces between your shoulder blades and your belly, all expanding. And with your exhales, pull everything in. Feel the strong belly muscles, emptying your lungs. Keep breathing here, just stretching out your breath. Maybe a second or two for each breath. You just lengthen it out. And see if you could find the very top of your inhale where you can't possibly take in any more. And find the very bottom of your exhale too. And let's make sure we do a little body scan while we're laying here and breathing. Make sure your face and your jaw are floppy and soft. And see if you could let go of any body tension. And feel it melting out of your hips, rolling off your back, down to the mat, down through the floor. As you're ready, walk your hands out. Get a nice armpit stretch by putting your fingertips down. Then lift at your palms. Think of peeling your elbows up and making your neck nice and long. So big opening in your chest and your armpits here. A few breaths. Maybe walk one hand a little further out and then the other. Keep the hips nice and heavy. One more big breath here. And pull yourself up to a hands and knees. Okay, find your tabletop back, and we'll do some cat-cows to warm up the spine, warm up the core, back, belly. Gripping the mat, pull your elbows inward. Lift your belly button away from the floor so it's always engaging around your low back. And then inhaling, pull your heart forward into a cow posture. Okay, if you lift that belly button as you pull on the mat, the expansion will go into your upper back. And that's what we're looking for. And exhale, push the floor away. Let your head fall, maybe shake it. Let's take several more rounds like that. Inhaling, pull your heart forward. Exhaling, push the floor. So maybe close your eyes. And while you're moving, I want you to find some extra freedom around your collarbones and around the back of your neck, the base of your skull. Okay, find all the places that you tend to get locked up and use this wavy movement in your spine to unlock any of that. Get a little bit side to side with it. And then come through a flat back. Find a tabletop back, tuck your toes, and let's bring it up to a down dog. Okay. For our first down dog, let's walk it out and make it kind of loose. Okay, waggle your hips side to side. Roll the shoulder blades. Do all the little movements that your body and your joints are kind of asking for. And let's start to get a little warm, okay? When it's cold outside, we need to spend a little extra time getting warm, a little extra effort. So let's start to move. Inhaling here, come up on both of your tippy toes, all of your tippy toes, okay? Exhaling, bend your knees, look at your hands, and hop or step to your hands. Okay. Inhale here, push into your feet and roll yourself all the way up. Reach your heart up high as you reach up with your hands. And with your exhale, sit down into a chair squat. Dropping your tailbone, maybe looking up at your hands. Let's do that again. Inhale up to stand, lift your heart. And exhale, drop it into another chair squat. Lift your heart as you drop your tailbone. Again, inhale, lift your heart, standing. One more squat. Exhale, drop into your hips. Nice. Inhale to stand here. And exhale, fold. Hinge at your hips. Come all the way down. Palms are down. Inhale to a plank. And as you exhale, bend your knees. Sit your hips close to your heels. Hover those knees off the mat. Strong arms push the floor away. Inhale to a plank. And exhale to a down dog. Let's do that again, okay? Inhale up on your tippy toes. Exhale, bend your knees. Look at your hands. Hop or step to your hands. Hold. Inhale, roll it up. 3 squats here. Number 1, exhale, drop your hips, look up. Inhale to stand. Again, exhale, drop your hips, look up. Again, inhale, stand. One more time, exhale into your chair. Inhale to stand, look up. Then exhale here, fold, hinge at your hips. Palms are down. Inhale here, you can hop it or step it back to plank, it's up to you. And exhale, bend your knees, put your hips close to your heels. Hover your knees, look at your hands. Inhale to your plank, and exhale to your down dog. We're gonna do it again, okay? One more time, just like that. Here we go. Inhaling up on your tippy toes. Exhaling, bend your knees, look at your hands, hop or step, and fold. Inhale, roll it up. Exhale, 3 squats. Here's number 1. Inhale up to stand. Exhale, number 2. Inhale to stand. Last one. Here we go. Exhale. And inhale to stand. Exhale here. Hinge at your hips. Come down. Palms are down. Back to plank. You can hop or step. Exhale here. Bend your knees. Hover the knees. Look at your hands. Sit by your heels. Inhale to plank. And exhale to down dog. Take a few breaths here in down dog. Hopefully noticing some nice warmth in your shoulders. We'll get the backs of the legs a little bit warmer here, okay? Inhaling here, let's get the right leg up and out behind. Exhaling here, draw that right knee to your nose. See if you can kiss the knee and hover above your hands with your shoulders. Inhale here, send the right leg up and out behind. And as you exhale, drop that right foot outside your right hand. Boom. The left foot is going to step outside your left hand. Drop your hips nice and low into this big, big squat. Inhaling here, all hands up. Interlace your fingers and push out to one side. Exhale down into your squat. Again, inhale, interlace your fingers, come up, push to the other side. Exhale, bring it down. Again, inhale up to one side. Exhale down. Inhale, other side. Exhale down. Let's do it one more time on each side. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, other side. Last time. Exhale down. Palms are down. Left foot steps back. Right foot steps back. Down dog. Shake it out here for a moment. Notice how your down dog feels. Other side. Inhaling here, left leg up and out behind you. Exhale here, draw the knee to your nose. Can you kiss the knee and hover, shoulders over wrists? Inhale, send the leg back. Exhale here, drop the left foot outside your left hand. Drop the right foot outside your right hand. Drop it to a big, deep squat. Inhaling here, come up, fingers interlace. Push the hands out to one side. Exhale, come down to your squat. Inhale, other side, come up. Exhale to your squat. 2 more times on each side. To one side. And down. To the other side. And down. 1 more time on each side. One side. And down. Other side. And down. Palms are down. Right foot steps back. Left foot steps back. Down dog. Walk it out here. All right, notice how you're feeling. Let's keep going. Inhaling here, right leg up and out behind. Exhaling here, right foot steps between your hands. Okay, inhale here, reach yourself up to a crescent lunge. Exhaling here, shift your body weight forward. And as you inhale, launch your left leg up into the air. Okay, if you're running out of space like me, you need to move back in your space. But here we are. We're in a warrior 3 now. The left leg is long and strong behind you. Shoulders and hips are level with the mat to the best of your ability. And you can always drop your fingers and those left toes behind you. So let's hang out in warrior 3 here for a moment. We're trying to warm up this right leg, okay? You can take your arms out to the side, behind you. It's really up to you. Okay, I like to put the arms forward because it tends to work the shoulders nicely. Breathe. You can even put your hands in prayer by your chest. Lengthen and strengthen that left leg out there behind you. And feel free to bend the right knee more or less to suit your vibe that you're cultivating in your practice today. Okay. Let that right leg get tired. Let it get warm. Nice work here, yogis. In your warrior 3, 1 more big breath in. And exhale. Drop your left toes behind you. Okay, back in your lunge. Inhaling, all hands up for your crescent lunge. Strong legs, try to squeeze together. And with your exhale, all hands down on the floor. Back to down dog. Walk it out here. We'll take a little vinyasa in between, so feel free to always skip the vinyasas and just take a break if you prefer that. Here we go. Inhaling, find your plank. Exhale, hop or step to your hands and fold. Roll it up on your inhale. Lift your heart. Exhale into your chair squat. Drop low, look up. Inhale to stand, heart up. Exhale to fold. On your inhale, come halfway up, look forward. On your exhale, make a big fold. Palms are down here. Bend your knees, palms down, okay? Inhaling back to plank. You can hop or step. And exhale to lower yourself down. Inhale here for cobra. Okay, press your tailbone down and pull your heart forward. And exhale here. Tuck your toes, come up to a down dog. Okay, you're always welcome to just skip the vinyasas and just meet in down dog or take a child's pose, break. But I like coming back to down dog because each time we can see how it feels different. See any changes? Okay. So second side coming up. Here we go. Inhaling the left leg up and out behind you. Send it out there. Okay, exhaling, send that left foot forward and drop it between your hands. Boom. Inhaling here, all hands up, coming up to a crescent lunge. Try to squeeze your legs toward each other as you lift your heart. And exhale, shift your body weight forward over that left leg. Inhale the right leg up into the air for warrior three, okay? So maybe get your arms forward, reaching out long away from your right leg. You can even put your fingers down. So I really want you to kind of interpret this posture and make it your own. The point here is that we're trying to get the left leg nice and warm, so feel free to bend that left knee if you need to. We also want the back body to work a little bit. So work on getting that right leg long and strong, pulling that belly button into your core, and breathe. Let yourself wobble. Kind of embrace the wobble, kind of go with it. And if you fall, no big deal. The floor is right there. Nice work here, yogis. One more big breath in. And as you exhale, allow the right toes to come back to your lunge on the floor. Inhaling crescent lunge. Heart comes high as you try to squeeze your legs toward each other. And exhale, all the hands down. Come on back to down dog. Shake it off. And we'll take a little vinyasa here, okay? Optional vinyasa, yogi's choice. Inhaling, heart moves forward to plank. Exhaling, hop or step to your hands and fold. Roll it up on the inhale. Sit down into your chair on your exhale. Inhale to stand, heart up. And exhale to fold. Palms are down, inhale to plank. Exhale all the way down. Inhale for that cobra. Pull on the mat, press your tailbone down. Heart up. And exhale, tuck your toes, come on back to a down dog. Take some time here in your dog, walk it out. Okay, here we go. Let's keep it going. Hands pressing forward, feet pulling back. Get your down dog really active and dialed in. Everything's pulling in toward the center here. Here we go. Inhaling here, right leg up and out behind you. Exhaling, drop that right foot between your hands. Boom. We're dropping the left heel now. So coming down with the left heel. Inhaling, come on up to warrior one. Okay, so in warrior one, we are really pressing into that back foot. So push into the left outer foot and attempt to move the left hip forward as you pull the right hip back. Even the right heel is trying to move toward the back of the mat. So the legs are super active, okay, as befits a warrior. You decide whether your warrior is gentle or fierce. Fit it into the vibe of your practice, okay? Interlace your fingers. We'll see if you could maybe point your pointer fingers back behind you. Strong, strong in your legs. Think of resisting the floor as you try to pull your legs toward each other. Lift that belly button up and in, and maybe lift your heart. Think of sinking a little lower as you push the floor. Nice work, yogis. Sink a little lower. One more big breath here. And as you're ready, release your hands down to the floor on either side of your right foot. Let's step the left foot a little bit closer. And again, we're going to launch ourselves into the air. First, let's take the right hand a little farther away from the right foot, maybe a foot in front of it and a little over to the right, and we'll launch the left leg up into the air. Okay, coming up into a half moon. I'm going to have to move. I run out of space here all the time. So left hand to your left hip. Pick up your left hip and stack it on top of your right. And then maybe your left shoulder also stacks on top of your right shoulder, and you start to look out to the left for our half moon. Okay, maybe the left hand reaches up, and I'll spin around to face you here. So keep in mind, in your half moon, you can always drop your left foot and just kind of come down and reconfigure. That's not a problem at all. But do your best to stack the hips and shoulders nicely. Strengthen the left leg so it sticks straight out from your body. And maybe you play around with hovering those right fingers. Okay, that's a fun challenge that I like to kind of play with. So just find where you are here. Long, strong spine, long, strong left leg, and the right knee can always be more or less bent. You can always play with that. So again, warming that right leg, just like we were in Warrior 3. One more breath here in your half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. And as you're ready, drop all your fingers down onto your shoulders. Drop those left toes on the floor behind you. And let's stick the right leg up and out behind. Take a big breath in. How high can you send that right foot? Exhale here, drop that right foot to down dog. Let's take a vinyasa. Inhaling, heart moves forward to plank. Exhale, hopper step to your hands and fold. Roll it up for your inhale. Into your chair on your exhale. Inhale to stand, heart up. Exhale to fold. Halfway up, inhale. Big fold, exhale. Palms are down. Inhale to plank. Exhale down. Inhale for your cobra. Pull your heart up. And exhale, down dog. 5 or 6 breaths here, yogis. Push the floor with your hands. Pull it back with your feet. Okay, this is a good time to think about and experiment with that pulling inward of the right and left side. So everything pulling inward toward the center. If you feel like you could make your spine about an inch longer here, walk your fingertips an inch further out. And feel that extra length in the spine. And let's play around with the second side, okay? Inhaling here, left leg up and out behind. Exhaling here, drop the left foot between your hands. Drop the right heel. Back heel is coming down. Coming up to a warrior 1. Come on up, warriors. Interlace your fingers the other way this time with the other thumb on top. Point your pointer fingers behind you and let's settle in. So use your strong legs to get this posture stabilized. We're pressing into the outer right foot. Push, push, push into that right pinky and heel. And drag back on the left heel. The left heel is trying to go back. The right hip is trying to spin forward. Okay, all of that strong leg gives you the freedom to pull your belly button into your spine and maybe lift your heart a little bit. Make sure it feels nice and sink into your hips. Okay, you decide how gentle or fierce this warrior posture is. And then we'll transition it to a half moon. So shift your body weight forward over that front leg, okay? Put all the fingers down. And send the left fingers forward of the left foot, maybe about a foot, and a little bit to the left. And then if you launch that right leg up into the air, we can start to fine tune here. You take your right hand to your right hip and just pick it up and stack it on top of your left. And maybe the right shoulder stacks on top of the left as well. And you can reach up with that right hand. So I'll spin around to meet you in your half moon. So do your best to get the right leg really long and strong, like it's an extension of your upper body. And if you need to, you can always drop fingers and toes, okay? And just come down and recalibrate. But if everything's going well, see if you could hover the left fingers off the floor. You put a bend in the left knee, okay? Find a place here where you feel challenged, but still able to cultivate a chill feeling. So a balance of effort and ease. Allowing that left leg to get warm. And if you fall out, there's really no problem with that at all. Go ahead and fall out. Come back in. All right, one more breath here. And then as you're ready, all fingers down, the back foot comes down. And let's see if we can stick this left leg up and out behind. Take a big breath in. See how high you can send the left foot. And exhale, drop the left foot back to down dog. Let's take a vinyasa. Inhaling here, find your plank. Exhaling, hop or step to your hands. Fold. Inhale to roll it up. Exhale to sit into your chair. Drop it. Inhale back up. Exhale, big fold. Palms are down here. Let's come halfway up on the inhale. Look forward. And exhale all the way down. Bend your knees. Maybe hug yourself. Palms are down here. Inhaling to plank. Exhaling all the way down. Inhale for that cobra. Pull your heart up, up, up. And exhale, down dog. Walk it out here. 5 or 6 breaths. Notice how the backs of the legs feel. Notice all of that. All right, let's keep it going. Inhaling here, right leg up and out behind. Exhaling here, send the right knee forward and drop it between your hands. So drop the knee between your hands. We're coming into a pigeon posture. So I want you to take a little time to adjust yourself here and stay upright with me at first. So you might use your hands out in front of you to support yourself. Okay, to support your upper body. So please use your hands if you need to. You can look at your hips. Just make sure they're level with the floor. Especially the left hip, okay? It's gonna wanna try to come up. The best way that I've found to keep that left hip under control is to tuck the left toes onto the mat. That way the hip has to internally rotate. Once you've figured that the hips are level and they don't have to be on the floor, you can be floating off the floor. You can bring your right foot close to you to make this easier on your right hip, almost sitting on your foot. But if you like that opening in your right glute and outer hip, you can move the foot, your right foot away from you. And you can think of lining your foot up with your knee, okay? But I wouldn't go past your knee. So find wherever you are, and then I want to stay upright for a few breaths. So kind of opening up the front side of your body. And you can have your hands far away from you. You can use your fingertips. But do your best to keep your spine long and the front body open. If it's appropriate and it works out, you can walk your hands in a little closer to you. Do your best to resist the floor with your legs. So put some resistance on the floor and lift your heart. If everything's going well, you can walk the hands back towards your legs. You can even use the right leg as a prop to lift your heart. Maybe your hands walk back behind you and you can keep resisting the floor, lifting the heart. And then finally, if all is going well and you don't need your hands on the floor, you can lift them. So just find where you are on that spectrum. Wherever you are is perfect if it feels good. So keep resisting the floor with both legs. There's a gentle press down, just enough. That allows you to release all the weight of the legs downward. Maybe one more big breath up here in your pigeon posture. And then as you're ready, we're bringing it down. So drop your hands down in front if you had them up and start to walk them out away. Walk them away until you can bring your head down and settle into this more grounded pigeon posture. However, continue to resist the floor at least a little. Okay, we want to put a little bit of strength pressing downward. As you lay here, exerting only enough effort to resist the floor slightly. Could you find a sense of release around your right hip? Maybe you feel it up in your low back. Who knows? Find some release here. Find somewhere you can let go. Maybe one more breath here to enjoy. And as you're ready, we'll start walking the hands back up underneath the shoulders. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, and let's send the right leg all the way up and out behind to a 3-leg dog. Okay, bend that right knee. See if you could point the right toe at the back of your head. Take a big breath in while you do that. And exhale, drop that right foot back to down dog. Inhaling here, find your plank. Exhaling, hop or step to your hands and fold. Roll it up on the inhale, heart up. Sit into your chair on the exhale. Inhale to stand. Exhale to fold. Halfway up, inhale. Big fold, exhale. Palms are down, plank. Exhale down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. 5 or 6 breaths in down dog. Okay, maybe close your eyes. See if you could put a little lift in the center of your palm, like the center of your hand is drawing upward through your arm bones into your shoulder socket, little suction in there. Okay, and then what if you did that same feeling in your arches? What if your arches were drawing up through your leg bones into your hip sockets? See if you could activate your kneecaps to move towards your hips, and maybe that allows your heels to drop down a little lower. Are you ready for the second side? Second pigeon, okay? Inhaling here, get your left leg up and out behind. Exhaling, drop that left knee between your hands. Drop the left knee between your hands and settle into refining your pigeon so that it's a sustainable pigeon for you. So you can make this easier on your left hip by scooching the left foot in towards you. You can even kind of sit your pelvis on your left foot if you want to. And make sure your hips are level. So use your hands. You can take them away from you if you need to. Use your level hips. Making sure that the right hip especially is internally rotating. And maybe you tuck the right toes just to help yourself out there. Feel free to move the left foot away if you want a little more in that left outer hip. But I wouldn't take it past your knee, okay? So remember to resist the floor here. So you're gently pushing the floor away from you. And you're cultivating a big opening up feeling, okay, from that right knee all the way up to your chin. So use your strong back body here to hold up your upper body. And maybe you keep your fingers on the floor. Maybe you walk them out away from you if it's a little too much. But if everything's going well, put some resistance on the floor. Walk the fingers back. Maybe the fingers even go behind you. And maybe they even reach up if you don't need them on the floor. Push that floor away with your legs. And breathe. Big space into the front body. Push that floor with your legs. All right, maybe one very nice breath here, pigeons. And then we're coming down. Drop your hands down in front, and we'll start to walk the hands out. Maybe you can drop your head. Maybe you just hang your head, or maybe you let it come all the way down. So here in your pigeon posture, continue to resist the floor just as much as when we were up. Okay, maybe a little less intense though. And see if you can melt into spaces around the left hip, maybe in the low back. Who knows where you're feeling this? But resist that floor and release tension in the hips. All right, start to walk your hands back up and in. Coming up out of your pigeon. So heading through a three-leg dog means we need to tuck the right toes, hover the right knee, and let's see if we can send the left leg all the way up and back behind. Go ahead and bend that left knee. Try to point the toes at the back of your head. You can even arch your spine here, taking a big breath in. And exhale, drop that left foot back to down dog. Let's take one last vinyasa, okay? Heart moves forward on the inhale to plank. And exhale to your hands. Full. Roll it up on your inhale. Sit into your chair, exhale. Inhale to stand, heart up. Exhale to fold. Halfway up, inhale. Big fold, exhale. Palms are down, inhale to plank. Exhale down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, down dog. Okay, last down dog of this practice. Just notice how it feels, please. Notice the backs of the legs, the heels, the length in your waist. Okay, notice every detail here. And then as you're ready, come down to hands and knees. And you could sit your hips to one side and come to a seat. Okay, maybe shake out your legs in front of you. And then with your knees a little bit bent from shaking them out, grab your left foot and pull it underneath your right leg towards your right hip. And then take the right foot to the other side of the left knee and plant it on the floor. So we're going to build a little twist here. First of all, just use your fingers interlaced around your right shin and sit up nice and tall. You can just close your eyes here, just getting your bearings. And then we'll use just the right arm to hold, just the left arm to hold the right leg close. We can look over the right shoulder, right fingers behind. Push the floor with those right fingers, get a little taller. And we'll take several breaths here in this twist. Okay, twists are great for cooling down after the heat of the practice, recalibrating your spine and all the little muscles around your spine. So really squeeze that right knee in. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it with your arm. Long spine on your inhales. And on your exhales, twist to look over the right shoulder. If you want a little more here, you can deepen the twist with the left elbow on the outside of the right knee. Use your strong belly muscles on the exhale to pull inward. All right, as you're ready, unwind from that and pick up your right leg. Stick it straight out in front of you, and you can move the left foot to just be on the inside of the right thigh. So left foot is stepping on your inner right thigh. Drop your fingers, one on either side of your right leg. Make your longest spine here. And then keep in mind, as we start to fold forward, if you feel limited and it's just not fun, you can bend your right knee, okay? And that should give you a lot more space to fold. As a matter of fact, even if you can extend your right knee, put a little micro bend in it so that you feel like you're trying to kick the floor down with your right heel. And activate the top of your thigh by pulling your kneecap towards your hip. Ready? Okay, take a long spine inhale, please. And with your exhale, just move your heart towards your right toes. And pause where you feel your spine starting to round. To lengthen your spine on the inhale. And exhale as you move your heart 1 centimeter forward. And let's take several breaths doing this. Okay, we have a long spine with each inhale. We have a heart that moves forward with each exhale. Maybe close your eyes, okay? Eventually, you might come down to your elbows, but I do want you to support your upper body in some kind of way, whether your hands, fingertips, whatever. Elbows work too. Just remember your spine is long. That's one of your priorities here. Your neck is long. Maybe one more breath here in this nice fold, okay? As you are ready, walk yourself back up out of this. And we'll switch sides. So if we have both knees bent, both feet on the floor again, we can send the right foot over to the outer left hip underneath that left leg. The left leg will be on top this time, and we can put the left foot on the outside of the right knee. And just use your left leg, fingers interlaced around that shin, to sit up nice and tall for a moment. Especially think of grounding your left hip because it will tend to come up. And then once you feel like you're ready to twist. You can use just the right arm to hold the left leg and look over that left shoulder. Left fingers behind you, push the floor. Long spine, inhale. Belly button to spine, exhale. Maybe one more breath here in your twist. And then as you're ready, unwind yourself. Extend that left leg now and just plant the right foot on the inside of the left leg. So the left leg is the long one now. We can drop our fingers on either side of the left leg, long spine. Okay, remember you can bend the left knee a little or a lot, but do activate the leg by kicking down through the heel, the left heel, and pulling the left kneecap up so your quads are engaged. When your quads are engaged like that, it helps you release your hamstrings. So you can use that to your advantage. So long spine, inhale here. Then exhale to move your heart towards your left big toe. Just pause when you feel resistance and work with that resistance. Okay, let the resistance be a friend. Embrace it. Each inhale, you get a little longer in your spine. Each inhale, you pull the heart a little closer to your left toes. And keep in mind, I want you to resist grabbing onto anything and pulling your heart forward. Let's not do that. Let's use the intrinsic strength that you have, please. Support yourself with your fingers, palms, or maybe your elbows. Keep pulling that heart forward with your strong, long spine. If you want to let your head go for it. Just keep your neck and spine long. All right, start to roll yourself up out of this. Extend both your legs now, both feet on the floor, both knees pointed up. And let's see if we can make this last a long time. Round your spine, point your tailbone at your toes, pull your belly button in, and reach past your knees. Let's see if we can roll back in extreme slow motion. Okay, really take your time. Curl that tailbone. Okay, once your upper body lands and you are all the way down, let's take one little happy baby before we really start to rest. So bring your knees in by your chest. You can reach your hands on the inside of your knees and start by grabbing your shins and just allowing those knees to be really heavy toward the ground. So you can stay here, or you can walk your hands up by your feet, drop the knees down, and maybe think of extending your knees a little bit and pointing your feet up. And you can rock a little bit, make it kind of silly, but please be heavy in your shoulder blades. So you want to keep them down. You want to keep your tailbone down as well. Notice how the tailbone kind of wants to point up. And so you can play around here. You can extend one knee more than the other. Play with it. Maybe extending both knees feels nice. Okay. Just a little experimentation time here. And then maybe put both of your feet together and pull them in towards your heart. Ground the shoulder blades, ground your tailbone. And as you're ready, release those legs. Nice and long. Find your Shavasana or whatever resting posture you're working with today. Maybe give your shoulder blades a little extra scooch underneath your heart so your chest feels that much bigger. And we're just going to breathe here. Let your forehead and your jaw relax. Let your hands and feet be soft. Notice your soft breath moving through your nose. And feel the soft movements in your belly and your chest. Take some time here to let your practice soak in. And give your central nervous system time to integrate all the experiences it just collected. And give yourself this luxurious moment just to be still and listen to yourself without judgment, without trying to change or classify anything. Just be. Please keep resting like this for as long as you can. Thank you so much for joining me.